Hello and welcome to the Hotkeys podcast. This is the show where we talk about everything pop culture and random in the world. My name is Mick. With me as always,
Landon Browning,
Wil Dobratz,
Colby Chapman,
and David Parker.
Welcome, show guys. It is June the 19th.
It is July.
July. That's what I said.
Landon was shaking his head like in agreement.
20.
Do you mean
yeah, you shake your head for agreement, right? No, he was shaking it.
Yeah,
he was shaking it up and down.
Vertically, yeah.
Why can't you shake your head up and down? You can, right?
You can, but when people say shake your head,
why does that turn into a nod?
Right.
But why?
Well,
I don't know. It's just the way. It's just the way
that?
we use.
I don't accept that.
Okay.
I don't accept that.
I agree. I'm with Nick.
There has to be the first person that was like, "No, that's gonna be a nod."
I mean, yeah, but that was probably a long time ago. And
that's what I want to get to the bottom of this. Clearly, all of you do too. So let's keep talking about it.
We're changing the format of the show, and we're gonna focus on history of certain like linguist roots. And today we're talking about shaking our heads versus nodding them. So we've brought a.
Let's start with male body parts.
The year of the 5 gestures.
We have the shake. We have the nod. We have the thrust. We have the wait. What are we talking about?
The bake,
shake and bake.
The flop. The turn.
Oh no.
The river.
Right, now you've gone too far.
No,
come on.
I turned.
Anyway.
I flopped, and then I made a river. And
dude, bro.
Do we have actual topics today?
Yeah, we can talk about.
I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss of what to say. No.
We have plenty to talk about. We can talk about the cruise. The cruise is coming up. That's only like 3 months away.
What are we gonna do when after we go on it? Like, we'll have it's gonna be somebody we do like a 10-minute topic about like what we did on the cruise, and like we never say anything about it ever again.
I thought you were asking.
Yeah, that was fun.
I thought you were asking what we're going to talk about while we're on the cruise. Like, as we're like walking around the ship, is Michael going to turn and go like, so we're on the cruise?
Should we try to record on the cruise?
No.
Probably not.
I feel like there could be an ocean
absolutely
episode.
No.
Nothing like the high seas, you know?
Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not.
Come on.
It's not allowed.
Come on.
Yeah, don't you can't record podcasts in international waters, Will.
Yeah.
No.
You have to pay a
bound
fee
by
to
land.
the cruise line.
Yeah.
And it's steep.
Are you saying
Or should I say
it doesn't bring in
deep?
enough revenue to cover the cost?
Dave, do you have an answer to that question?
Let me check with the accountants. They said no.
I'd like to think that Dave is just hiding the money from us, and we'll get it probably like 7 years, just in like one giant lump sum. He's like,
Oh, that'd be so amazing if that was true. Like Dave's like, here's your
yeah,
50 grand share of all the money we've made. Like, I'd be like, oh my God. Like, it sucked for Will and Colby because they won't actually get any money, but you know. For me and Mick, when we get our chunk of money, like,
no, I have stock, I have shares.
no,
I am a shareholder.
no,
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, Will, you were talking about beating some video games?
Yeah, so I just I would say 4 hours ago, I beat Jedi Survivor, which is the new Star Wars video game. And yeah, I don't know has anybody else played it?
no.
I'm playing it.
How far, like what?
What do you?
It's like is that a paraglider?
It's a parasail, I think.
Parasail?
Oh, I've seen that. No, it's not.
He's turning around.
He just dipped down.
Dip down.
He's going down.
I think it's
That's
a parachute.
No, he's got the little thing on the back.
Yeah, he has like the controlling thing.
Well, you have... Will,
This is great.
I have a parachute and I can't control where I'm going.
This is really riveting. For nobody knows what the hell's going on.
Okay. Anyway,
Will and I do.
yes. Sorry, there was a
Behind the
man.
house, though.
There was a man that was parasailing. Anyway,
What is parasailing?
anyway,
The origin of parasailing.
I just finished Jedi Survivor. I started playing it, stopped playing it because like a bunch of other stuff came out. Zelda, some other games came. Final Fantasy came out, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go through. I was close to beating it. I'm just gonna go through, power through, just finish the game. I finished it in a couple days. First started on Monday, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna play this, and I really liked it. I think very highly of it. I like it better than the first one. I don't know how you feel so far.
I'm in the mode where I'm like, this is like just work. I haven't gotten to like the fun story bits yet. I've kind of gotten a little bit, and I'm like kind of interested, but I haven't played in like probably a month or two.
Gotcha. If you don't mind me sharing or if you don't mind sharing, how far are you? Maybe say something a little generic.
Oh gosh, I think I'm the first planet.
Oh,
Yeah,
so you played like 2 hours, 3 hours.
maybe a little more.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
A lot of judgment in Will's tone right
no,
now.
no, it was a lot. It was a lot less far than I was expecting. The story this time I feel like takes a little longer to pick up.
Yeah.
You're gonna be doing some like it starts off pretty cool. You start off like sorry, Michael's distracting me. You start off like I don't want to spoil too much, but you start off on Coruscant, and that's a pretty cool sequence.
Oh my god.
That was cool.
That was a really cool
That was
sequence. But everything after that, you're kind of waiting for something to happen a little bit. Like the pacing's a little off in some ways. And it's unfortunate because I think the first game was paced a little better. But without spoiling anything, there's a certain point in the game where you hit and it's just like crap hits the fan. It's one of those games where you have this build up, you think it's going in a certain way, and then just crap hits the fan and you're like, uh-oh. Like everything goes off the rails. So I would encourage you to keep with it. And I don't say that to like, oh, you're expecting something now. It's like not really what I'm trying to say. Just stick with it. There's a point where the story finally clicks and you're like, this is why I'm invested. So I'd highly recommend finishing it at least.
Yeah, I definitely will.
And I know you two, Colby and Landon, you played it, the first one.
Yeah.
You liked it, right?
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll play the second one. I just haven't got around.
I have not.
I did
I've
too.
not been playing a lot of.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Dave, you also did you platinum it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
I did
And you guys
too.
really liked it.
Yeah,
So
we all play.
if you like the first one, this is just the first one and then more. So
I mean, okay. I really like the first game, so.
yeah. It's still I think full price right now, so maybe wait a bit. If you're not planning on playing it immediately. But yeah.
One thing I don't like about it is you can definitely like customize your lightsaber even more than in the first game.
Oh yeah.
But there's no different sounds. It's all the same sounds. At least where I'm at. Does that change? Do you get better sounds?
So the
want better
sound is dependent on the blade color.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Nope, it's not. It's the same.
What?
I tested.
It's dependent on the blade color.
Nope.
Mick's like I played
I'm
a couple
talking.
hours.
Well, I'm talking about the ignition sound.
Oh,
The hum changes.
the hum
The
changes.
ignition
yeah.
is the same.
Oh, okay.
And the
So when you
ignition
said
is the more-
sounds.
No.
I was thinking like a strike.
Yeah, your strikes
The
will be
ignition
different.
is the more unique part of the lightsaber.
Gotcha.
Did it
from,
change
like, movie.
with color on
It did.
the first game?
That it changed.
I
Yeah.
only played with one color. As soon as I got the colors unlocked,
You only played with yellow.
No. I played with 4 this time. I went from blue because you start out with blue. Went from blue and then I went to green and then I went to purple and then I went to orange. So I ended the game with orange.
I always go between blue and green.
Yeah.
I think that, I mean, all the colors look pretty good.
It's really funny because you're kind of dueling with somebody that has a red lightsaber in this game, and I'm colorblind, so I couldn't really tell the difference between orange and red. I'm like, this is pretty cool. Like, it looks like they're both Sith. Like you can kind of tell the difference a little bit when they're clashing, but I'm kind of like, it's kind of cool.
I think in
yeah.
the first game I played with light blue. Was that a color?
Yeah, there was
Yeah,
like a
cyan.
dark blue. Cyan was the lighter blue.
Okay.
Yeah, you can unlock cyan
Yeah.
later on.
I don't even remember what I played with. Probably blue. I
Yeah, I don't remember
the custom,
either. It was probably blue
customization
or
thing.
green.
Yeah,
I don't
how much do you
care
guys
about
customize in games? I barely do anything after the initial like character creation.
Yeah, I hardly go back. But
Yeah.
lightsabers, like I changed it once last game. As soon as I get the colors, I'll probably just change it to purple and keep it.
Yeah.
I did have a lot of fun making the lightsaber in the first game. I think I switched it up like every couple planets or something.
With
So I enjoyed that aspect of it.
it's even more deep in this game too. You'll get like not only colors, but you'll get shades, and you can customize how old and how new the lightsaber looks. It's really cool, and you just keep unlocking different sets of colors and different shades of colors. It's kind of crazy, like how much you can actually customize the lightsabers. Pretty insane.
Have you ran into any, or did you run into any like big glitches or something? Because I know when the game released, it was pretty buggy.
When it first came out, yeah, I was able to access an area I shouldn't have early.
Really?
So yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. But they patched it out and they sent me back. So, and so they patched it out. Now you can't do it anymore. So unfortunate. I know I watched some. They actually implemented a message in the game that says you're not supposed to, like, for PC, like when it was super buggy on PC. I watched somebody was playing it, and he skipped half the story accidentally, and it gave him a message that said, "You're not supposed to be here. Do you want to continue, or do you want to go back to the last time you were like on track?" And he said, "Select to continue," and he literally got to the final boss like from the midpoint. It was kind of crazy.
That's funny.
What?
Yeah, you can just break. Yeah, it's an EA game, so you can just break it if you want to, or at least not now because they patched it. But but yeah. Played Jedi Survivor, finished Jedi Survivor. So
cool.
I think that's like probably a $40 game for me. Probably maybe a little less, 30 maybe.
Oh really?
It's probably
Why?
I don't like spending full price on games anymore. I'm kind of done with it.
Yeah.
I think I'm mostly done with it.
I'd say
I
30,
think that-
40,
I'm just
40,
reading.
$40. Yeah.
What about like a game? What's the one game you're like? What was a game you'd pay full?
If they
price?
drop
When GTA 6 comes out, or
I
The
was gonna
Last of Us Part 3, that's probably the next.
Far Cry 7 drops.
I'll buy that day. I'd probably buy a Far Cry game day one.
Yeah, that's
Just because I like
that and GTA
like,
6.
And then I mean, like the last one I bought full price was probably, or like for a full 70 was Dead Space, and I don't regret that. But I think I just don't play games fast enough for it to make any sense to like.
That is fair.
Yeah,
I bought the
last
new
time I
Legend
bought
of
a
Zelda
game.
for full price.
Because like you'll always pay full price.
Oh,
Yes.
did you buy Tears of the Kingdom?
Yeah, I've not opened it yet though. I bought it like 2 weeks ago, and I still have not opened it.
Do Nintendo games ever go down?
No, they
go
don't.
up.
No.
Actually, guess what? I got a Nintendo. I got a Nintendo game for $20 last week, and I was able to use a $10 gift card to get it down to $10.
Ooh, they were probably mad about
And it was
that.
a Mario game. It was from Target. I've never paid for a Mario game less than. I've never paid $50 or $40 less than that. And for the first time, I paid $10 for a Mario game.
Which Mario game?
For the Switch? New Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe. So just the 2D side-scroller one on the Switch. So
Okay. Was that a
I-
remake
yeah,
of the Wii U one?
the Wii U one,
Or
yeah,
is it
it's a
sequel
remake
to
of the Wii U one.
Oh, okay.
Which was
a
basically
remake.
just like a rehash.
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
Wii game, right? Like
It's like a Skyward Sword situation where the remaster is more expensive than the original game. So it's $60 for Skyward Sword, and Skyward Sword on the Wii was $50. So, yep, and they didn't really add much either.
no, hey, I wouldn't think they would.
So,
Nintendo don't, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, you Nintendo hater. That's okay.
I used to only play on Nintendo for the longest time.
Yeah,
Dude, I remember playing Call of Duty on your.
your Wii U,
Yeah, man.
the freaking motion
I-
controls.
I was like, dude,
I
I didn't
played
even know
with,
this game
I
could-
played
I
with
didn't even know the console could support.
The Wii U could.
Yeah, could support a game like online Call of Duty.
Wii U had online. It was not great. It didn't get like any DLC support either for Black Ops 2. Crazy. No DLC. It was sad. I had to play like the one zombies map over and over.
Oh, and one of the worst ones too.
No, if that's all you got, man, you just love it.
You can't experience the worst if you can only experience one thing.
It was so great too because like at that point in like gaming, like I wasn't like I wasn't looking anything up online,
Yeah,
and I was just queuing with randos. So like sometimes like
that's pretty sick.
they would like take me to play. I'm like I didn't even like I would fall. I didn't even know like you could do things and like and they're like I would like spawn back in and be like I'm in the basement of this place and I'm like now we have alien guns. I'm like what is happening?
Yeah, sometimes when random people take you places,
Yeah,
it's
fun thing.
fun things happen. You learn new things.
You get a new experience.
Get a new experience.
Older gamers showing young kid Landon just new things in life.
His secret place.
Have you guys been watching Secret Invasion?
I watched the first episode.
I have not.
Anybody else?
No, I've not seen it.
What did you think, Will?
Pretty meh. I don't know. I'm not huge. I mean, I don't know. It's just not interesting enough.
It seems like a plot. The plot, by the way, is like the scrolls are like embedded in the world and you don't know who's a scroll, and it's supposed to be like an espionage, like you don't know who you can trust type of show. But it really does not follow through with that. It falls really flat, unfortunately, because I think that's like a really interesting story that they could tell, like in line with like how good Winter Soldier is. But it just really, I haven't seen the latest episode, but it hasn't really struck that with me. Like I wanted to feel like, a Jason Bourne type of like,
How you felt with Andor?
yeah. More like that.
kind of like a thriller and more drama. But the first episode, it was just Marvel.
Yeah.
It was just, that's the best way I can describe it. It was just Marvel. And
What a sales pitch. Like,
and
we're just being honest.
They had two characters in the first episode that I wanted to see more of, and they were both only there for the first episode. So without spoiling stuff, I'm just actually going to spoil it.
Were they characters just to like get
it.
people to watch the show almost?
Well, one of them was Ross. I like Agent Ross, right? He's in it for about 5 minutes, and it's not actually Ross.
Is it a scroll?
It's a scroll, and you find this out within 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they have special guest star Martin Freeman, like at the end of the credits.
Yeah.
It flashes. This one's a bit more of a spoiler, but I'm just gonna. It happens in the first episode, so I'm gonna say it.
Sure.
They have Colby Smolder's character, Maria Hill. She's in the first episode, and she dies in the first episode. At the end of the first episode.
Wait, her actual character dies?
Yeah, her actual character dies.
Theoretically, her actual character dies.
Yes.
Theoretically, what does that mean?
Well, because, and again, I'm trying not to spoil, but like there have been other similar things like that in other episodes where it's like, oh, maybe it's not like that. But hers seems to be a little more official.
Yeah.
Wow, I thought she was supposed to be a big like part of this thing.
Well,
I thought she was too.
she's always been like
They've
with
wasted
Nick
her.
Fury.
They've wasted her in like everything that she's been in Marvel. Like,
Yeah, it seems like it. And she's been in a lot of stuff too. She's been
been in from like the beginning.
all the
basically.
Avengers.
She's been there since Avengers 1.
Avengers 1. Yeah. All the she's been in all the Avengers. She was in a couple Spider-Man films. She was in one or two other Marvel movies, I think.
Was
And
she
it's
in any
she's
of
just a-
the?
she was
she
just
was
a
in
background
every
character.
Avenger, like Endgame and.
I don't know if she was in Endgame.
She was.
She was?
Yeah.
Okay. But she was in the post-credit scene of Infinity War.
Infinity War, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then she was in the first two Avengers, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
So did it feel emotional when they killed her off?
No.
It fell flat.
It was just like, oh, well, I didn't expect it. Like, oh, wow, they decided to kill a character. Not, oh, man, I'm so sad. Like, it never made me care. Like, this was her time to, like, actually be a character, and then they just kill her off for a try, like, a deep
Like
in the
shock,
feels.
like,
yeah.
oh my, but it didn't have any of the feels.
Yeah, and I was like,
What a waste.
Yeah.
What a joke.
Watch the episode, I'm like, well, that's episode 1, and I don't know if I'm watching episode 2, so.
There are some good things here and there. Like I really like Mads Mikkelsen's character.
What?
You mean Ben Mendelsohn?
Or I'm sorry, Ben.
I was like,
Mendelsohn.
Matt Mickelson.
Ben-
Wasn't
Ben
he in
Mendelsohn.
Doctor Strange?
Dormammu's come to party again.
Don't talk about Doctor Strange.
Ben Mendelsohn.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange is good.
No.
Ben Mendelsohn's a good actor, too. I like Ben
He's a
Mendelsohn.
good doctor. Not the good doctor.
Paid you a small fortune.
The good doctor.
Small fortune.
Ben Mendelsohn. Yeah. So he's probably my favorite part of the show right now.
Yeah.
Can we get some girls in here?
I love that movie, man. That movie's so good.
Dark Knight Rises. It's a classic.
One of the best.
Colby, you should watch it one day.
I love those movies.
Man, not this again.
That's why you
yeah.
guys were laughing harder, because if I laughed hard enough, I'd gain attention, and you guys would target me, but you did it anyway.
It's hard when I'm like sitting right across from you, and I just
locked,
looked
and I was like, it's over.
it's over. But yeah, I mean, Secret Invasion. I'm just falling behind on all the Marvel series, honestly.
There's just too many.
Yeah.
Is there another one going on or something?
Well, no, Loki's coming out in October,
Loki, yeah. Loki 2.
so which I will watch Loki season 2. But
I'll watch it just for Owen Wilson.
jet skis.
I'm
He's,
behind on movies is the problem. So I think I'm 2 or 3 movies.
Which
behind.
ones haven't you seen, Dave?
Ant-Man, Guardians. Maybe it's just those
that's
two.
on Disney Plus now. You have to see it. Just watch it.
Maybe it's
'cause
just
I
those
want you to experience
So
Quantum.
Quantumania.
Quantumania.
Wait, Dave, do you want to watch it together
When you
in like a month?
if you want to spend that time with me watching, then I guess we can do that.
What a waste.
Yeah, that's a bad use of your time. I'm gonna be honest. You can have like a really deep like connection
Why would you say it like that?
Wait, no, like a deep heart,
Excuse me.
heart to heart. But instead, you're watching
You know
My
what,
bad.
I'm not gonna go out of my way to visit Dave. If
Nah,
he's
it's cool.
give me some deep connection.
You can have a
I
wide.
didn't
You can
mean
have
to
a
say it
wide
like
connection.
that. No, wait. Okay, well,
It's either
anyway,
deep or wide. You pick.
let's move on.
I'm taking deep.
Dave.
Dave and I had a really fun experience watching Dark Knight Rises for the first time. Do you remember that, Dave?
Was that when we watched all of them together?
Yeah, they had a special screening at AMC downtown, and they started with Batman Begins, then Dark Knight, and then right at midnight was Dark Knight Rises.
And then fire alarm went off.
Fire alarm, smoke towards the end of Dark Knight.
Then Dark Knight Rises.
Then Dark Knight Rises.
Dang.
Yeah, there. We were watching Dark Knight, and it was close towards the end. It just started getting really hot in the theater, and then we started like kind of smelling smoke.
Oh no!
And then the movie shut off, and then one of the employees came out and was like, "Hey, so I think there's like some smoke somewhere, so we need to get you all out of here." And of course, everybody's like, "Oh, I'm sure it's fine." And at that time, there wasn't assigned seating. So everybody was like, same seats. These are mine. Like, should we leave jackets here? Like, we're coming back, right?
No.
Because it was like a big deal. Like, we paid a lot of money for these tickets.
Yeah.
And we had really good seats too. And so they finally, like, we all like filed out of the theater. We were towards the top, so we had to go down those escalators.
Oh,
and then we went into the parking garage, and we were just kind of sitting there waiting. And they were trying to like get us to just go, and they were like, "Hey, I'm sorry, we have to just give you rain checks, you have to come back." And everyone was like, no, we're here for the movie. Like just a bunch of like sweaty nerds just like angry about getting kicked out, and then that person left, and then so we're just sitting there waiting, like everyone, like, and some people were actually leaving, and like they were like, "Oh, I bet we could find tickets down at Village Center. Like, if we go now, we could still make it. Go." And so people were like peeling out, and then a larger group was like still like, "No, we believe we can make this work."
Fire rises.
Yeah, exactly. And then finally someone came back out, and they were like, "Oh, it turns out it was just an AC unit that like overheated and started smoking." So it's going to be hot in there, but it's good. And by that time we were all just like, "Get out of the way." Like run. We were running up the escalators. The escalators weren't on because everything was shut down in there. So we were running up the escalators, and you just heard people yelling, "Save seats, save seats." It was such a fun experience, but yeah, it was a good time. I don't know how much you remember that, Dave. But.
Oh no, I remember. And then the movie was such a fun movie in theaters. Like like Nolan movies in the theaters are like a spectacle.
Speaking of, tomorrow I'm going to see Oppenheimer
Downtown
tomorrow in the IMAX.
Nice.
Yep.
I'm seeing it on Monday.
And then I'm going to Barbie after.
Really?
No.
Do we want to go to Barbie this weekend?
I'm going at 9, so it's going to be it's a 3-hour movie, so it's going to be a late.
I've got tickets to Barbie on Friday,
Hotkeys Barbie.
and I will go see it again.
When?
I don't even know if it's
Saturday.
gonna be good.
Got
high hopes.
Maybe.
I might go see Oppenheimer and Barbie. I'm going to see them both.
I'm seeing Oppenheimer on Monday.
I'm going to be honest. I actually probably go to Oppenheimer by myself. It's probably going to be a solo film for me.
Then let's do Barbie.
Wow.
Let's do Barbie together.
Who does that?
Yeah, I'm the only one here that didn't, other than you, that wasn't already down to go see Oppenheimer. Like, I don't have tickets. And
Do you want to go? You want to go with me?
well, it doesn't sound like you want me there.
Well, no, I will. I just figured you want to
You're
go.
basically nobody, Colby. It's fine.
When do you want to go tomorrow night? You want to go tomorrow night? Late night showing?
That's what Landon's saying.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
You want to go late night tomorrow?
Yeah.
Landon's like, I want to go by myself. Colby, you can come.
Yeah, I was like,
Well, I kind of just figured you were going to go see it with some of your other friends that you always do stuff with.
Oh.
dude, I went and watched the last movie.
Like Riley.
Dude, I haven't seen Riley in a long time, actually.
Heartbreak.
Yeah, I hope he's all right.
It's like 19 like messages in a row from Colby. Like, hey,
It's like-
you wanna go out? Like, hey, can we go see this movie?
That's never happened to Colby.
Yeah, would he be ghosting me then? Like, what?
We were all thinking it.
Are you familiar?
I think that's the term. Right? That's a bad person activity.
Yeah. Especially after like 4
of-
dates or something, like 3 or 4. Like, yeah, it's just a piece of.
I should probably cut Landon's monologue.
So what's wrong, Colby? Are you a little uncomfortable? Took things too far.
Speaking of Barbie, I watched 2 Ryan Gosling movies yesterday.
Did you watch Drive?
I watched Drive.
Finally.
Oh, good.
I know.
Good?
Dude, it was so good.
Nice.
I
haven't
still
seen
haven't
it.
seen Drive.
Oh my god.
It's such a good movie.
Yeah.
Let me guess. Blade Runner 2049.
Nope.
Let me guess.
I started that one time, and then I was like, I didn't actually watch the first one.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Let me
remember
guess.
that.
Okay.
The Notebook.
No. Landon, you
Hold
want to
on.
guess?
I know the answer. You already-
I forgot I told you.
You told me.
Dave,
All right.
Dave?
Is it La La Land?
So
My guess
I
was also going to
started
be
La
The
La Land.
Notebook, so I don't have another.
I started La La Land, and I actually hate musicals. And
Oh yeah, that's not gonna fly.
yeah, but I was like, I could do this. And then,
You couldn't.
well, because I was like 10 minutes in, and they were on their 3rd song. I was like, okay, well,
La La Land is so good, though.
It's so good. To be
It's
fair,
really good.
La La Land has like 3 songs in the first 20 minutes. And then there's not a lot of songs in the middle. And then there's a couple at the end.
because I got to that 3rd song, and I was like, yeah, I can't.
That's such a good song. It's so good.
I'll have to.
It's so good.
Maybe I'll give it another crack.
You should.
But
It makes me cry every time, honestly.
yeah,
It's that good.
It's so good.
the movie
I almost watched it the other night.
You should.
You should.
I'll watch Drive. You watch La La Land.
I'll watch,
And then
La La
we'll
Land,
compare
you
notes.
watch Drive.
I'll watch Drive.
So what movie did you watch?
And Colby will
watched
watch The Notebook.
Yeah.
The Nice Guys?
No, The Gray Man.
Oh, with Chris Evans.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. Not as good as Drive.
The Nice Guy. Have you seen that movie, Colby?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's
that
so
movie
funny.
is
So
great.
good.
That movie is
Wait, what's it
awesome.
called?
The
Nice Guys.
Has Russell Crowe,
Not
Ryan
the
Gosling.
other guys.
No, I'm familiar.
Yeah, the
The
other guys
Nice Guys.
suck.
That's on Netflix.
The Nice
isn't
Guys
it?
is awesome.
Isn't that The Nice Guys on Netflix?
Yes, it's hilarious.
'Cause I thought I saw it last night.
Mick and I saw it in theaters together.
He did.
Who's in that one?
Russell Crowe.
Mick and I were
Ryan
like one of like
Gosling.
80 people that went to see that movie in theaters. So
I'm trying to just.
We went downtown, right?
yeah, we did. Yeah,
Yeah.
that movie bombed.
Yeah,
it was just too bad because it was great.
Ryan Gosling does such a good job of just being weasely. So
I love what I love. I love the thing he's like, I'm gonna break. Yeah, when he's like,
Oh yeah.
I like when he's at the party and he's
Colby.
like, "Nah, not
Okay.
tonight.
I'll-
Can't drink." He's like,
I'll
"Free
watch
drinks."
it.
And he's like, that whole entire party scene is hilarious when he's like swimming.
Yeah.
Is that Shane Black?
It is Shane Black. Yeah,
It is.
Okay, because he did Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, which
Um,
Landon
that's
you
a
watched
great movie.
recently,
Not as
right?
good.
yeah, that's a great.
He
movie.
also did Iron Man 3.
Yeah, not as
though,
good as Iron Man 3 though. So
Iron Man 3 is fine. It's a fine movie.
No,
I
that
like-
got
I-
it down.
I
That
like
got
Iron
it down for me.
I think there was enough ups though. I think
it was enough
It was
up.
just
They were
Will and I
enough
that
ups,
did
that went down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rest of you were insane.
the Mandarin, man. We finally got the Mandarin.
Yeah,
All right, the Mandarin.
Didn't we watch Iron Man 3 on Making Colby Day?
we did.
we
We also
bring- I
had
hate-
we also had mac and cheese.
I got the
really good.
I know what
He also had mac and cheese.
I know what you ordered. You got the lobster mac.
I did.
Yep.
Lobster and mac.
Oh, that sounds so good.
What a great evening.
Red
We're bringing
Lobster
Making
sounds
Colby
good.
Day back.
Yeah, yeah.
I would go to
We
Red
should do it. Why
Lobster.
don't we not? We should do Making Colby Day and then we should do Colby and Mick Day so that we can
Like share each other.
I just want to go to Red
You
Lobster.
guys want to share each other?
Share
You wanna
deep
share
share
every part of
each
each
other.
You want to share every part of each other.
You go deep, I'll go wide. How about that? Best of both worlds. Yeah, no, it was mac and cheese from Mac Daddy's.
Yeah.
I still haven't eaten there.
They have really
good
good,
mac and
really
cheese.
good stuff.
Good mac and cheese. Good mac and cheese. Good mac and cheese.
There's something about
Yeah.
starch and cheese that just goes so well together.
Yeah, good search.
Yes. But anyway, yeah.
I watched I was gonna say, I watched the was the movie I saw.
How'd you like it?
I liked it. It was I
Isn't
think
Ana de Armas in that?
yes.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
No, it was good. It was kind of like the Born Identity, kind of like
Is Chris Evans the bad guy?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does he have a mustache? That's his mustache.
Yeah.
He does not look good with a mustache.
No, he doesn't.
He just looks weird.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill's the only like good mustache looking guy out there.
The
Miles
only,
Teller.
Besides you.
only
Thank you.
good mustache looking guy.
I said Henry Cavill and Colby,
But I'm basically nobody. So
according to Landon.
yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on who you
I
ask.
thought you were literally what's his name?
Ryan Gosling?
Yeah.
I am. Thanks for saying.
I don't think I'm not a big mustache. Just like in general, like just
You
the
could pull off
mustache.
Did you see that I'm bringing it back, Landon? You didn't say anything at dinner.
I only say nice comments to you. So it's not truth.
Colby changes his physical appearance and hopes Landon doesn't notice every once in a while.
I do it for attention.
I just keep ignoring Colby.
Yeah.
A row of mustaches down your leg.
Oh, just shave them into my leg.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That would not be
took what
cool.
you said into
That would not be
consideration.
cool.
Don't listen to Dave. He's not looking out for you.
Thanks, Mac. I appreciate you so much.
You're welcome.
No, I took what you said into consideration. Your nice compliments about me with a mustache.
Yeah, you
And then
look
I
good
watched-
with a mustache.
And then I watched Top Gun Maverick again this
Oh,
week.
dude, that's such a mustache movie.
Yeah, and I just saw Miles Teller, and I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you still not seen that yet, Dave?
I have not seen that. No, sorry.
Oh man, that's an amazing movie.
It's really good.
Not the only Tom Cruise movie that's amazing.
Yes.
What other one's amazing?
Mission Impossible: Dead
Mission
Reckoning Part
Impossible
1.
2.
No,
No.
Dead Reckoning
Part 1.
Dead Reckoning
Yep.
Part 1.
Yeah, I
So-
saw it.
I saw it on Thursday.
I saw it
And I saw it on Saturday.
I've not seen it. How was it?
It was. I think I liked it the most out of any of the 7 films.
Oh wow!
Didn't you say in the chat that it was the best action movie you've ever seen?
Probably.
When Will said that, I just immediately just thought of Oliver when he said it. It's like
Literally?
like the, yeah.
Well, name a better action movie.
La La Land.
I'm gonna say
Some good action.
Despicable Me: Rise of Gru.
probably. I mean, the one that came before it was better.
Okay, yeah,
Fallout,
that's fair.
Fallout was better. Probably
That's fair.
John Wick 2, John Wick 1.
I like Mission Impossible, the recent 2, more than any of the John Wicks. So
Okay. I'd probably say other
Like The
action.
Born Identity.
Other good action.
like more than
Mad
Born
Max
Identity.
Fury
Mad Max
Road.
Fury Road is one of my favorite action
That's
movies.
probably
I
the
think.
best. That's probably the best action movies. Mad Max Fury Road. Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz is more of a comedy, but
I'm just kidding.
all right.
Hobbs
But
and
yeah,
Shaw.
no, like
The Titanic.
Fast and Furious 10, Fast 10. Vatican, you guys are going to hell.
I love their trailers have the best lines.
They're insane.
I think The Rock had that line. He's like, "I will beat you like
A Cherokee drum.
What are you talking about?
I'm trying to think of other good action movies, like one-off ones. Like
I mean, any Jackie Chan movie, I love his style of action. It's so good. I like the Bourne movies, but honestly, the way that those action scenes are shot are just, they do the whole shaky cam thing. And I think for the time, though, that was like, whoa, it's new and exciting, but it really just, it looks like garbage.
Has it not?
I like
Aged, it
seeing
hasn't
those
aged
movies.
well
I like
for you.
No, I like seeing good choreography.
Okay, because I know you used to be a huge fan of those movies in particular.
I mean, I still like those movies, but I don't watch them for like, oh, look at this fight scene.
I think I watched them when I was like 10, and then
I
not
do
a
like
kid,
those movies.
so
I think
don't
they're really good.
Like, I remember really enjoying them, but
Oh man, Tenet's a great action movie, and that had some really unique, awesome action.
Yeah, that movie's interesting.
Man, gosh, I love it.
hasn't happened yet.
Um,
That might be like the best scene. I've seen six.
It's so.
is that when you first realize how time works in the movie?
They explain it before that, but that's when it's like, oh, it's like in practice and in the real world happening.
Yeah.
I
and
need to
it's
see
just
that
like-
movie again. I've only seen it once.
Oh yeah, you need to watch it.
That's I mean, most Nolan movies are like, I got to see that again because I don't understand it.
Yeah,
And yeah, there's a lot of good action stuff. I mean, Indiana Jones, that's good.
those are good action movies.
Did you talk much
I
about the
mean-
new Indiana Jones?
Did I?
I don't know if you did.
I don't remember.
I think he said he liked it.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah,
give?
'cause
much
we
details on
rated.
it?
He put it in order of.
He said it was better than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Well, I mean-
but not as good.
That's not that.
But then you put it second to last, right?
yeah, it's really right now like a tie between Raiders and Last Crusade for first. Temple of Doom, Dial of Destiny, and then Crystal Skull.
How
I
was
like-
Phoebe Waller-Bridge in?
She was really good.
Oh, okay, cool.
I
I'll
like
watch
her a
it
lot.
then, like,
Yeah, she was
she's
good.
cool.
There was just there was nothing like memorable, like long lasting about the movie, but it wasn't bad. Like it was an interesting feel for a movie. I mean, like the first one has like, it has the boulder chase, it has the truck chase, it has the fight at the airplane. Like there's just so much that just sticks with you after you watch that movie. With this one, it's just like, I mean, it wasn't bad.
Yeah,
It was
It's a passable.
and that's
It was
one.
passable. Yeah.
And that's one thing. A lot of action films, I feel like I'm waiting to sit through the action sometimes. I'm kind of there, just kind of like, okay, like let's move next. Is that how it kind of felt?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah, in terms of Mission Impossible, I would say I think the one before this one I still like a little bit better.
Yeah, that one was so good.
I mean, this one though was it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was so
It's
good.
it was
so
yeah, it's like isn't it like 2 hours and 40 minutes or something?
Fastest 3 hours of my life.
One, right?
It's the longest one. Is the fastest 3 hours.
It went
of my
by
life.
pretty fast.
Yeah, it's really, really good, and it's much more of an homage and almost like return to form from like the very first movie. There are a lot of similar like just themes and even characters come back. Even the way it's shot. Like I'm curious, Dave, how you will if and when you see the movie. There's like interesting things they do with. I think they break like is it the 180 degree
180
rule?
degree rule, yeah.
Yeah, they break that a lot, and I'm wondering why. I think it just has to do with like confusion, like visualizing confusion with the characters and what they're like talking about and stuff. But yeah, just it felt very much like the old Mission Impossibles, but also like the new ones.
Quick question: what is the 180 degree rule?
Dave, you can probably explain it better.
So it's when you like if you have two characters talking to one another and you are cutting back and forth between them, you essentially
Dave, show us on your camera right now.
Well, I mean, I don't know how easily I can.
Just go to the right of your screen.
Well, no, just let me explain. I also can't, like, listeners can't see this either.
Visual, Dave. Visuals.
I know, I'm pretty good at explaining things, though, sometimes. Right, Will?
Oh, wow.
Whoa. That was me.
That came out of nowhere.
Why did Will catch a stray? Like, what did you do?
Well, it's because I just edited the episode where we were talking about Will.
I know. I listened to that one.
That was so funny, like, going back, because when I made the joke and Will was like, wow, why would you say something like that? Like, I knew as I was editing it, I was like, I remember later in the episode, he literally says, sorry, sometimes I'm bad at explaining things. So I was just waiting for that moment, and then when it got to that moment, I was just like rolling, just listening to, and then the realization of Will's voice, like when he like was like, oh right, like So imagine you have two characters speaking to one another, like just sitting on like a bench or something. The 180 degree rule essentially is you take a line, you draw it from one person to the other, and you essentially just, if you are filming them, even like in a double shot or one at a time, you only shoot from one side of that line. So that way, like one character, they are always looking to the left, and the other character is always looking to the right when they appear on the screen. If you break that line and you go to the other side of the line, like say if they're on a bench and now suddenly you're filming from behind the bench and you do a close-up of person A, they are now suddenly looking the other direction. And that can be jarring because one thing you use for like context when you're filming people is
positioning,
is their position, and like even if you don't have the other person on the screen, you know, you see them looking off to one side, and you know like what they're looking at. And so if you switch to that other side of the 180 degree line, it can be jarring. So it's just like a general rule that you don't break that rule for the most part. And if it's just like a simple like a dialogue scene or something, usually that rule is upheld because the whole point is just to get this information across, and it's not to confuse the viewers and like make them, you know, be kind of like discombobulated by what's going on in the scene, and you're less likely to get pulled out of the moment.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I was going to say, because it almost looks like the person could be talking to themselves.
Yeah, you're totally
Yeah.
You're totally right though, and the movie does break it quite a bit. Mm-hmm. There's a scene where they're all sitting around in a circle, and how many times it switches camera angles on those characters is pretty nuts.
Yeah, even with just two of them talking. Yeah.
Well, kind of some of the theme of the movie is confusion, though, so it's really nice to
exactly. Yeah, I think that's
but intentional. You're right. But yeah, I thought the weakest part of the movie was like the without saying too much. There's a I don't want to spoil too much.
It starts with an H. What could it be?
Is he saying human? What humor?
There's a human villain, and then there's not a human villain.
Hummus?
Villain.
Oh, I don't think that's super spoilery.
And the human villain seems really shoehorned in to like how he relates to Ethan, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And so I thought it was like, oh, they just have to. It felt a little cliche in some ways of like, oh, the big bad that has to do with the past. Like, I don't mind it because it was done. It's kind of like he's a cool character.
I like the actor. He's
yeah. I mean, the actor is also really good. Also, Carrie Elwes.
Carrie Eulis.
Eulis is also in this movie.
His character's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was not expecting him to be in this movie, but he is.
Also love what's it? Shea Wiggum, I think is his name. Shea. What's his first name? He plays the buddy cop, like the two buddy cop guys, the lead.
Oh yeah,
his actor's hilarious. I love his actor and everything I've seen him in.
He was really funny in the movie.
And yeah, he's great.
That's the other thing. There's a lot of humor in the movie, and I think I was talking to Landon about this. It's always appropriate humor. Like, it's things happening in the movie that just happen to be funny.
yeah.
It's never like a
Marvel joke.
weird
Yeah.
like stop the pace, here's a joke, or like a weird quip that's like cringy that's supposed to be funny. It just, things are happening and they're funny.
Yeah, and it never, ever, ever undermines the plot. Ever.
No.
The driving, there's a chase scene
That's
that I think is hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, the entire thing is so funny.
It's
Oh yeah, when they're toppling over and they switch.
Well, that just the whole thing, like the fact, just I don't want to spoil too much, but there's just a really funny car chase.
Yeah.
There's like the whole entire sequence is hilarious.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Gosh, what a great movie. It is my favorite action movie. It is.
okay,
It is. It just is.
all right.
Like, I don't.
Okay.
That's not an exaggeration. Like, that's just. It is my favorite. I can't name a better one.
Have you seen Mad Max?
Yes, I have. I liked like Mad Max is up there, but I liked Mission Impossible better. Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. To clarify.
That's not a bad choice.
Yeah, I'm just saying. What do you mean?
It's recency bias. You just watched it. You're hyped. You're buying into hype culture.
It's not
You're buying into
recency
hype culture.
bias.
But Will would probably say before this, his last one was the
Fallout.
Was the Fallout?
Yes, exactly. Fallout was my favorite action movie, and I like this one better.
Oh, okay.
See,
Okay.
see.
Okay.
See.
It's okay.
C for Catwoman. Yeah. I mean, especially like the latest Mission Possibles are just so good.
Yeah.
And so like solid.
Yeah.
And you can really tell that like Tom Cruise just wants to make an entertaining movie.
Oh
He
yeah.
thanks the viewers at the beginning of the film.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I love that. That's cool.
It helps that they have so many returning characters. You already care about the characters because they've just been. It's almost like you felt like you were going on this journey with them. Because I mean, Simon Pegg's character has been in it since the third one.
Yep.
Luther, the character, he's been in it since the first one. He's in the original.
Yep.
Ilsa's was in it since Rogue Nation.
Yeah.
Rogue Nation, yeah.
Some of the I
then-
couldn't remember when she came into the plot. Like I've only watched I think each of the movies one time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think I've watched them multiple, maybe a couple of them at some point, but like I haven't seen any of them since Fallout came out. And so I was a little bit like trying to pick up, remember things that happened, but they do a pretty good job that you don't really need to remember everything going into this one.
Yeah, you honestly could just watch this film without knowing a ton and still get a lot of enjoyment out of it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
There's not a
It
ton.
definitely adds watching
Oh, yeah.
at least the last two.
Yeah. Especially for some pretty heavy emotional moments. But
Yeah.
this one's a good. Like, if you were to watch it, you wouldn't lose out on anything. It's just, you would enhance it more just to have that whole history. So,
Yeah.
When's the next one supposed to come out?
next year.
Next year.
Oh, so they've already filmed it then and everything?
I think it might actually not come out next year because of the strike.
What?
It's true. It's possible.
Oh no.
So
No, we'll have to wait another year for the movie. Oh my god.
there's an actor and a writer strike both happening at the same time.
Yeah.
So
Pay 'em.
things are getting pretty messy.
Get them paid.
Yeah.
Get them paid.
I think the average writer makes $50-something thousand a year.
That seems really
And if
low
you're-
for a writer.
Should have went. to
Oh,
a trade.
absolutely. If you're living in
LA?
LA, and you're making
Well, if-
the average $59,000 a year.
If like 5 of them live together, they could get so much writing done together.
Yeah. The writer's room.
Yeah.
But no, yeah.
That's
so
ridiculous. Like,
And the CEO of Disney makes $150 million a year.
yeah, what a joke.
Bob.
They
So-
should have went to.
Hey, just remember, no ethical consumption under capitalism. There's no ethical consumption. There's not.
Dude, Landon's character arc has been so interesting.
It's definitely heading towards villainous.
Yeah. So I'm excited for whenever that one comes out.
Yep, that's one of my most anticipated films next year.
Zillow says the median cost of a house in Los Angeles is $922,548. By the way,
let's not talk about the economy.
That's
What else
just
is coming
under
out
$1
next
million.
Coming out next year?
Yeah, what other big movies?
I'll have to look it up really quick.
Wait, this year?
I can't think of anything.
I can't.
Thunderbolts.
Did that? I thought that got pushed.
Okay, that might have gotten pushed. Hold on.
Oh no.
It might have just got pushed till later in the year.
Spider-Man.
Let's see here. Beyond the
2.
Spider-Verse, technically, but that actually might get pushed.
Oh no.
Deadpool 3.
That their production shut down.
Yeah,
Oh,
Mission
no.
Impossible. Their production shut down.
How will I live without my movie?
Despicable Me 4.
Wait. Tell me that's not getting pushed.
It might get pushed.
No.
Captain America.
It's
the new
gone
Captain
too
America.
Is anyone excited for that new Captain America?
The new Joker.
I'm stoked for it.
Oh, Gladiator 2.
Sounds like some
that'll
great
probably
movies.
get
I'll probably
pushed.
watch half of those.
And Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Never.
Sonic got a blast.
What?
Okay. So then it looks like maybe a new Fantastic Beasts.
No,
come on, man.
those
Shut
were.
up,
I
dude.
thought those were done. That last one did terrible.
Crazy because like J.K. Rowling could just like probably fund the movie herself.
Probably.
Bomb.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's crazy. All right. Well, anything else, guys?
I watched a movie I hated last night.
Let's talk about it.
I watched. I believe it's called The Lost Daughter.
That's my favorite movie, man.
No, it's
This always happens.
which I was like
You're
super
being a
bummed.
Colby.
I was super bummed. This is a movie starring Olivia Colman, who I love, and co-starring Jessie Buckley, who I also love.
Yeah.
And it also had I think Dakota Johnson's her name.
Who you also love.
Which I mean, I like all three of these lead actresses. And the movie was like, I didn't know much about it, but it was supposed to be like kind of like a mystery thriller.
Mm-hmm.
This movie was so effing boring that like I wanted to like. It also had Ed Harris in it. Like I wanted to like. The movie was 2 hours long. It took me like 3 hours to get through because like I paused several different times, like and like got up and like did different things like around the house because like I
it
was
was
like
that boring?
it was that boring. It was like I kept waiting for something to happen. And then like it got to the point like the credits rolled and I was like borderline furious that like I wasted my night like watching it. Like I was so mad. Like I'm like, are you kidding? Like I'm like, I don't even know what the point of the movie. Like I'm like, I kind of understand the point, but like I'm like, if that's the point of the movie, like I don't think like that was like, you know, maybe it's a
Worth being
like,
in a movie?
but maybe like it's a worthwhile, like I think the point could have been a worthwhile movie if it done better.
Yeah.
But like it just felt like it was such a waste of like so much talent. Like I think it was Olivia Wilde's first directorial movie, like her first
Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Maggie. Yeah, my bad.
So that was before she cheated on her husband.
Maggie Gyllenhaal did that.
Jake?
Olivia.
Oh yeah,
Wilde.
it was. I was wrong. It was Dave corrected me as Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Oh.
Which movie was this again?
The Lost Daughter.
You should have watched a Ryan Gosling movie.
I would have had a better
You
time.
would have been happier. Yeah.
Colby is
I would've had a
literally
better time.
Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Like The Notebook.
Yeah. Or Remember the Titans.
Yeah, it was like
a good one.
I remember pausing it. I remember pausing it, and I was like, "Oh, I'm halfway through." And I think I got up and like did some dishes or like brushed my teeth or something. Came back and like watched it, and I could have swore like I've been watching it for like another 40 minutes. I paused it again. It was like, "Oh, I've been watching it for another 15 minutes." And I'm like, "Okay," so I have like 45 minutes left. And I'm like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, and then like I'm waiting. Like I'm just waiting for something actually interesting to happen. And like I swear, nothing ever did. Like nothing. It was horrible.
These days,
Horrible.
I'm not opposed to just turning it off.
Well, my thing, I had heard good things. I mean, the movie has I believe the movie has a great.
94% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, it's got a 94%. Like this is. I typically would just turn a movie off also, but like I'd heard great things about this movie.
That's like being like, oh, I'm really full, but I have to eat all of this food on
Because this critic rated it 5 stars.
Yeah, because he said it was good. He said the dish was good.
It's not quite the same because sometimes movies get better, but
Well, yeah, like there was like, I mean, yeah, it's got an 86 Metacritic score, like, and also probably just because I liked the two lead actresses in it also. So I'm like, okay, I like these actors, and they were fine with their performances, but like just like the story itself was like horrible.
Doo-doo.
Yeah, so don't waste your time. Or maybe I'm crazy. Maybe you love the movie, like Mick. So
It's my favorite movie.
Yeah.
Gosh, I love that movie. So good.
The Lost Daughter
yeah,
on Netflix.
yeah. Don't watch it. Just don't bother.
Definitely in my top 10.
so here's the thing. Critic score 94%, audience score 52%. Sometimes there's a little bit of a difference.
Yeah,
Dang, like yeah,
I wasn't
40%.
I'd probably give the movie like a 4.
Out of 5?
out of 10.
Oh.
Like the only
Nick's
good
like,
thing
that's the
was,
lowest score you can give.
the only thing that was like good was like the acting, but it was like not even the material they had was that good. So like it's like
It was also written by Maggie Gyllenhaal, so maybe it's her fault.
I think it's based on a book though too. So
It's not all her fault.
Adapted screenplay.
Yeah, well, lesson learned. Tuesdays are for Ryan.
Well,
oh well.
All right, well, maybe the next movie will be good. Like Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer. Yeah, Colby and I are gonna go see it tomorrow.
I forgot. Yeah.
Did you buy tickets?
No, so it's probably won't be able to get
Dude,
any.
all sold out.
Do movies sell out anymore?
Some do.
I'm so excited though.
Yeah, I want to see the tickets for
Barbie?
Barbie.
This is a rated R movie that's 3 hours. It's not going to sell.
This is only his second R-rated movie, right? Or third? I guess Insomnia was rated R.
Insomnias are. and then
Memento.
Mementos are. Yeah.
I wanted to watch them back to back, and
I didn't really like Insomnia.
don't have it in me.
I was a little let down with Insomnia.
It wasn't great.
I liked it. That's the one.
I
with
think
Al
I just
Pacino,
had in
right?
my mind a better movie.
Yeah, but it just was. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Just kind of fell flat for me.
I was just like annoyed. Like his character annoyed me. He's just like putting like stuff in the window. He's like, oh, I can't sleep. It's like, just shut up. Like, he does like the crappiest job of like trying to cover the windows. It's like, dude, like it's, I'm sorry. I just like
You get annoyed by like the weirdest
also like it's a
thing.
hotel in Alaska. Like, how do they not have like blackout curtains? Like,
Hey,
dude, like,
Nobody
man,
cares
hey,
there.
I
They don't
need you to
care.
say- count to 10.
sorry, I'm just getting a little fired up.
No. Count to 4.
1, 2,
Wait, stop it.
3.
I don't want you to count anymore.
4.
That was a little disgusting.
I'm glad we stopped there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of stopping there, I think we're stopping here.
Yes, I think so.
I could keep going.
Stop an hour.
5, 6.
Thank you all for
Unplug his
listening.
mic.
Shut it off, Autumn. Shut it off. I can't control it.
The power of the sun.
In the palm of Landon's hand.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Anyways, Landon is Doc Ock.
No,
If we were
Landon,
Spider-Man villains, who would we be?
I could see you with 4 extra arms.
I'm Green Goblin for sure, right? Like,
No, you're
No.
probably the glider.
Colby?
He rides you around.
Colby's
everywhere.
Eddie Brock. Colby is Eddie Brock.
I feel like I get that Willem Dafoe crazed look.
no, you
Dude.
give me more Sandman vibes.
Oh no!
Yeah, say this.
I'm not a bad.
Say this. I'm not a bad person, but my daughter's sick. That makes it okay to break the law. Oh man. I'll be the old guy that is the the butler for Harry. Your father pierced his body with his own wire.
Actually, now that I think about it, Landon might be the guy that kills Uncle Ben.
So he sent me.
No.
I mean, no, the henchman. The
Sorry. I
missed the part where that's my
problem.
okay, we have to end, or else we're just gonna start quoting Raimi.
Oh man,
Raimi.
Spider-Man. Oh, with great power.
All
You'll
right.
get your rent when you fix this damn door.
Well, thank you for listening to the show.
So good.
We enjoy recording every week.
Would you like a
All
piece
of
of
us.
chocolate cake? Okay.
All of us really enjoy it, Dave.
Most of us enjoy it every week.
I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime.
Please. Please.
That's a cute outfit. Did your husband give it you? That joke wouldn't pass nowadays. All right, let's end on that. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
I wish, because it just ended for them. It doesn't end for me.
What doesn't end?
Mixed Spider-Man quotes.
I thought you were talking about life.
I never-
Colby, life ends.
Not for me.
Do you think any of us are going to live forever?
No, dude.
No, we're like 1 or 2 generations away from that. They'll just be testing it. Like,
I think I'm having a heart attack.
no, you're not. Maybe like Elon Musk's kids will get to live forever or something.
Yeah.
You know?
I thought you were saying we were like 1 or 2 generations away from like humanity dying.
No, I was saying like I think we're like 1 or 2 generations away from like like we're like the richest of rich people, will like be living into like the 140, 150 years old or something. You know what I mean? Like maybe not forever, but like clearly like so it's like someone like Elon Musk, like there's probably too much normal wear and tear on his body from like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But like maybe his kids or grandkids will have the technology and the science to be able to be like, oh, like if you do these things like consistently from like when you're born, you know what I mean? Like these preemptive treatments or like things, like you're gonna basically live forever. Like, of course, us poor people will probably still die.
Us normies.
You.
Yeah.
Poor people.
As we suffer under the iron grip of capitalism that crushes us. So as you listen to the fact that like you have to have a well-paying job to have good health insurance so you can get, your medical bills taken care of. But if you don't have a great job or don't have a job at all, then you don't have health insurance. Then you you get saved, but then you have crippling death for the rest of your life. What are you doing? So like when you really just die,
I'm gonna listen you.
We can't.
Landon's like, I speak the truth.
The only way to make the game better is to stop playing. We have to flip
and they silence me.
We have to flip the board.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Hotkeys podcast. You can find us on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, CastBox, YouTube, and other podcasting platforms. Visit our website, www.hotkeyspodcast.com. Follow us on Twitter at Hotkeys Podcast and join our Facebook group at facebook.com/HKHotkeys. Please like and review us and subscribe to the show on whichever platforms you use. Finally, you can contact us via email at hosts@hotkeyspodcast.com.